Welcome to Key Trends Spot, your daily dose of what's hot, what's viral, and what's next. From K-pop to culture, we spot the trends so you don't miss a beat. In a world where nothing escapes the sharp eyes of fans, where every movement, every word, and every pause is dissected into meaning, one thing has slowly become impossible to deny. Taehyung is no longer hiding it. His love, his silent devotion, his unwavering connection, it's all there, wrapped in colors, symbols, glances, and quiet moments that say more than 1,000 words ever could. While others see social media as a place to show off outfits or travel snaps, Taehyung uses it differently. For him, it's a silent stage, a place where emotions take the form of visuals, and every photo is a coded message to someone special. And that someone has always seemed to be Jungkook. Over the past few weeks, Taehyung has been unusually active online. He posted pictures of himself enjoying life, attending elegant dinners, wandering through Parisian streets with a relaxed glow. But there's something else beneath the surface, something deeper. One particular dinner in Paris became a point of obsession for fans. It wasn't the restaurant's ambiance or Taehyung's chic outfit that caught attention. It was a small but powerful symbol on his plate: fire. Fire, a universal symbol of passion, heat, and yearning. But in the Taekook universe, fire is more than a metaphor. It's an emotion, a memory, a longing that never fades. The use of color also speaks volumes. Taehyung's recent photos are drenched in red jackets, red lighting, red accents that seem too intentional to be random. To most, it might just be a fashionable choice. But to those who followed their story for years, red means something else entirely. It means love, burning, persistent, and impossible to ignore. Then there's the t-shirt he wore that night, plain, except for one striking detail: a rabbit printed clearly on the chest. To many, a cute design. To fans, a message, because for years, Jungkook has been associated with rabbits. His nickname, his features, his gentle nature, it all ties back to that image. And Taehyung, wearing it on his chest, may as well be saying, he's close to my heart, always. Taehyung doesn't say these things out loud. He doesn't need to. He's crafted his own visual language over time, a language made of colors, animals, timing, and symmetry. And in that language, Jungkook is a constant. Every photo feels like a love letter, disguised in aesthetics and wrapped in elegance. Paris is the city of love, and that's exactly where Taehyung is right now. Walking among art galleries, attending luxury fashion shows, posing for world-class photographers. But through all the glamour, his gaze seems elsewhere, almost like his heart is still rooted in another city, Los Angeles, where Jungkook currently resides. Fans know this. They feel it in their bones. They read it between the lines. They're waiting for that moment when Taehyung will quietly board a flight across the ocean, guided by something stronger than just schedules, guided by love. And it doesn't stop there. Recently, Taehyung was seen carrying an adorable bear-shaped bag. At first glance, it's just cute, until you remember that there's a rabbit version of the same bag. Two animals. Two souls, one meaning. They've been symbols of Taekook for years now, bear for Taehyung, rabbit for Jungkook. Seeing him hold one feels like carrying half of a whole, a silent nod to the other half, who's currently out of reach. As if scripted by fate itself, shortly after that appearance, a video resurfaced online, one of Taehyung and Jungkook's legendary skydiving memory from Hawaii. It wasn't just any fan account sharing it. It came from Jellycat, the brand famous for making rabbit and bear stuffed animals. Coincidence? Or another sign written in plain sight? The timing was eerie. The symbolism was undeniable. These aren't random dots. They connect. They form a story, a narrative that doesn't scream but gently calls to those willing to listen. Those who call it delusion might never understand. Because real love isn't always loud. It's quiet, patient, and full of hidden corners where the truth softly breathes. Fans who've followed Taekook for years recognize the difference. The way Jungkook reaches out for Taehyung backstage, the way Taehyung always seems to find Jungkook in a crowd. It's instinctive, not performative. They move around each other with ease. There's no awkwardness, no hesitation, only comfort, familiarity, and an invisible thread that's impossible to sever. Behind closed doors, in the moments cameras don't catch, their story continues. In whispers, in shared smiles, in the way they lean in without fear. The world never got a grand declaration. Instead, it got something better, moments of raw honesty, of matching bracelets, chosen songs, meaningful stares across a crowded room. Love isn't just in the big moments, it's in the tiny choices. The timing of a post, the lyrics of a song, the colors in a photograph. And now, more than ever, it feels like they're done hiding, not because they want to prove something to the world, but because their connection refuses to stay invisible. You can feel it in every photo Taehyung posts, in every object he chooses to hold, in every step he takes through Paris, as if Jungkook's presence walks beside him. Love like this doesn't need to be confirmed with words. It confirms itself again and again in the quietest ways. And those who know just know, because in every bear, there is a rabbit. In every red hue, a burning memory. And in every silent moment Taehyung shares, there's a voice echoing back, a name that only his heart ever truly calls.